What's going on, everybody? It's C4 and welcome to week number 9 here in the Philadelphia Eagles Connected franchise mode. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be completely honest. The last couple episodes, I've not been having a good time playing this game. I know the sentiment runs through a lot of you guys watching. Not a lot of people are happy with how Connected franchise mode is playing. I ran a poll on Twitter, and it seems like more people than not are not happy with how this game is going. But I'm hoping to God we can get it turned around. We are, put this way, we're 6-2, and I feel like, we're 2-6. Like, that's the way that this game has played. So even our victories are not satisfying. And the reason why you want to play this game and try to win this game is to be satisfied, And that's just not happening. I mean, now we got the 3-4 Broncos coming to Lincoln Financial Field. This is our last game before our bye week, so definitely very interesting. I guess let's just look at the Broncos, see what they're looking like statistically, and then we'll just pop right into the game. I guess we'll wait till after this. We'll do like our own team stat recap here at the end of this episode because we'll just sim right through the bye week. But up looking at the Denver Broncos, Trevor Siemian, the starter, 1,800 yards, 8 touchdowns, 8 picks. Nothing too special there. Running the ball, I mean, they got 10 rushing touchdowns, so they are running the ball fairly effective. 550 yards for C.J. Anderson. In terms of receiving, Sanders and Thomas and Carlos Henderson are looking, like a nice little triple three-way. Defensively, Brandon Marshall got 60 tackles with only 3 sacks for Von Miller. Michael Johnson is leading the team in sacks over Von Miller, so there's that. And for one of the best secondaries, Chris Harris has no picks. Chris Harris has 0 picks, 4 pass deflections. All right, TJ Ward is no longer on the team. I think he's now a member of the Tampa Bay Bucks. I guess that's what happens when you start your franchise too early. As a pick, Talib has 2 picks, and Brandon Marshall with 2 picks. All in all, I'm kind of seeing why the Denver Broncos, very talented roster, especially on the defensive side of the things, are 3-4. So we're going to see what happens in this game. I think it's going to be pretty goddamn ridiculous. I've tried to adjust the sliders just a little bit, so I don't know if we're going to get much improvement to the gameplay. But let's jump into this ball game, see what happens. See if we can go to 7-2 before the bye. Oh my god. Bad throw. I'm using brand new sliders. The games felt great. That was just a shit throw. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Shit throw. The interception, 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line for the Denver Broncos. And from doing our mini scouting report, we do know they like to run the ball in the red zone, as evidenced by their 10 rushing touchdowns on the year. So let's make sure we don't play with that. Homie, don't play that. Homie to clown. Anyone else? Anyone old enough to get that? All right, 2nd and 10 on the 12-yard line. Guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Minus that pick, which was 100% just a bad throw. These sliders that I'm using feel much better. Getting a much better experience. I don't know if these sliders have, if sliders have anything to do with the play calling. But it just, the biggest thing was everyone knows the run, pass. Run, pass. Seems like that has been changed. I don't know if that was part of the title update, the patch. But I am liking the play calling. And this is feeling a little bit more satisfying and realistic to me. So we still have a lot more to go. This is early in the first quarter. But on 3rd and 5, make the stop. He gets, whoa! Jamal Charles just got spiked by his tight end. And it's 4th and 1. So I can't, there no sliders are going to fix that kind of glitchiness. But as it looks right now, I think these sliders are good enough. I might make a video, honeymoon phase, aka the first 4 minutes of this game, that felt great. Hellman field goal, come on, let's block it. We almost got there. All right, so not bad after a really bad interception, only giving up 3 points. Good job, defense, for bailing us out. All right, here we go. I'm just saying, fuck this. Let's go. 4th and inches. I've done my tweaking to the offensive line. I feel like we should be able to get this. Let's go, Sprolzy. 1st down. Ballsy, big ball. People thought Chip Kelly was the only one with big nuts. C4 got pack of heat, baby. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. That's no turnovers. For the love of God, no turnovers. But, oh my God. Okay, come on, Wentz. That's an easy one. That's a check down. Go flanker drive. I'm going to say right now, look, you might be hearing me right now. I'm optimistic. I'm sounding all right, even though I'm down 3-0 and didn't put up any points whatsoever in the first quarter. it's feeling good. It feels like I'm playing one of the best defenses in Madden. It honestly feels like this should be tough. You should not be, you know, scoring points at will against a top 5 defense in this game. It is tough, and it makes it that much better when you actually have an opportunity to make a big play. You're like, wow, like Alshon just caught that over, you know, Chris Harris or something like that. So I'm gonna say right now, I think we have the sliders. They'll, you know, they're feeling good. Oh, that's not feeling good. Throw away. We're gonna settle for the field goal. Oh no. Ron Darby. And there's an injury, which is probably going to be one of my players. Ron Darby. What are you thinking? Out on an island, just doing his own damn thing. You know, he's probably sending a tweet. Look at this. Like, wow, that was a blown play. Alright, here we go. Pick it up. 3rd and 3 on the Denver Broncos 17. You know, with the way Wentz has been playing, I'm almost in, like, just no turnover mode. Just no turnover. Keep us in this game as we're getting close to the end of the first quarter, or first half, sorry. Wise wide open, Darren Sproles. There we go. Moving the chains of the 2-minute warning, setting us up with a fresh set of downs at the 8-yard line. Do you guys hear that in my voice? You hear that not hating my life while I'm playing this game? It's all because of C4 sliders. And by the time this video has come up, I've already made a video about where to get my sliders. Hell, I've already made a second one with updated versions. But I'm feeling really, really good about these sliders thus far. I mean, they're not all Madden sliders, which is what, you know, we might kind of want at this point, especially for me, that I've always been historically an all Madden player. Those will come, I think, with, you know, in due time. But right now, All Pro is where it's at, and All Pro is where I am, you know, I'm trying to win this damn ball game right now. We're coming from behind. That's exactly what you want to feel when you play on All Pro difficulty. Zach Ertz wide open. Let's go, Zach Ertz with the equalizer. 10-10 ball game. 5th receiving touchdown of the year. As he suffered an injury scare last week. Nothing. I mean, maybe you don't check in, see if his duffel bag has Lane Johnson supplements or anything like that. But he's back in here. 10-10 ball game. Look at that. Wide open. Great crisp route. Linebacker had no chance. Alright, here we go. 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. We were able to connect on a long 55-yard field goal at the end of the first half to get that 3-point lead. And now we are rolling. I mean, might as well comment as I'm doing this live because I am doing pretty much my final slider test. I still have to, you know, I think juice the user run blocking. I'm still not getting, I mean, it is going against the Broncos defense, so they are really, really good. But we have a pretty damn good offensive line. It feels like the run game still is too much in favor of the computer. So, and whatever that was, I'm pretty sure that would be paralysis. That's what I think that was. Alright, we're going 3rd and 12. Let's see what community says is a good play on 3rd and 12. Let's go level sail. I love this route. Trying to hit the tight end. It's money with Zach Ertz. I dare them to put Von Miller in coverage on him. Because I'll eat that all day long. Oh, they actually cover. Oh, don't do. Oh, he did. He went to Alshon Jeffrey. I thought for sure. Oh, come on. That was a touchdown. Thought for sure throwing across the body like that. Okay, very bad throw. That would have been intercepted. That would have been 100% on me. But here we go. Here's a perfect test to see if our offensive line is looking good. Realistically, with no sliders, you're not punching this in. It's like maybe 25% of the time you're going to punch this in. It should take us 2 times. And look, it works. We actually get some favorable blocking. It's going to be a very minimalistic bump to the offensive line. I'm thinking I'm going to give maybe a +2 for the user offensive line run blocking. But there we go, baby. Let's go. Oh, no. What? What? I don't know if it's the reaction time I need to work on here. Or do my DBs just have 5 awareness? Come on, rookie Sidney Jones. What was that? Look at this thing. Sidney Jones? Like, oh, alright, we definitely need to fine-tune the reaction time because that was really bad. That was really bad. Oh, let's go, Torrey. Oh, you gotta take a better, right? I mean, that could have been the throw. I feel like you should take a better angle on that. So let's pop right into this drive. 1st and 10 now on the 22-yard line. Let's go flanker dig. Seems like the computer wanted us to take the other plays. I feel like flanker dig might work. We'll send Alshon on a slant. So we can pick apart this defense. Running back looked like he was wide open. We're going to take off with Carson. Take off with CJ Wentz. 6 rushes, 40 yards. That's something that I don't think we're going to be able to patch. Running with the quarterback still feels pretty overpowered in All-Pro. I don't really think there's much. I mean, maybe boosting the defense reaction time. But let's tune back into announcer mode. So Carson Wentz here on the 14-yard line with 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Drops back. Y is wide open. He hits Nelson Agholor for the touchdown. Injury timeout. I hope to God that's nothing to do with Carson Wentz. Always, you know, you're always holding your breath there. But Nelson Agholor just beat Chris Harris Jr. for a touchdown. Maybe these sliders aren't so realistic anymore. That was nuts. Wentz, okay, luckily Wentz didn't get hit on that play, so he should be fine. There we go. Touchdown, drops galore. Oh, no. Brandon Brooks, broken ribs, will not be able to return for this game. I mean, is Kelsey? I think Kelsey's back. So that means we can move just Wiz to the guard spot, but we're just losing a 90 overall offensive lineman. Broken ribs, so that's going to be what, 4 or 5 weeks? Oh my God. Good play. I mean, that's a bad mismatch. Roddy McLeod going up to Demarius Thomas. Good play. Gotta give it up to him. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2, just at the 2-minute warning. That's closest damn game out. Nothing too fancy. It's a 3-point ball game. Let's just continue to kill this damn clock. I don't know if Darren Sproles is the best option here. We need to grind out some yardage. 3rd and 1. Not, you know, we're gonna halfback power run it. Worst case scenario, we take a field goal and just prevent D. Don't let them get a touchdown. Don't let them get behind our defenders. But there we go. There's a break. That should be the straw that broke the camel's back and get us over that finish line. 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. I have no idea why they're telling me to run pass the ball. That is very much all-pro play calling. We're an all-Madden player. That's just creeping down the all-pro territory. Let's go with the draw play. This is not a great play, but that makes the Denver Broncos use their final timeout. Vance Joseph, that's his name, right? Probably pretty livid right now. I mean, if we don't score, they're probably going to have some time left, I suppose. But maybe they'll let us score. There we go. Darren Sproles, 24 catches for 86 yards. So the run game feels pretty damn good. 3rd and 4 on the 5. Do we dare throw the ball? I really just want to win this game. I really just want to get out of this game unscathed, you know? So let's just try to run it in. Worst case scenario. You know what? Well, I mean, shoot clock on and you fucking stutter like an idiot with your play clock. You gotta wait. You gotta go back 5 motherfucking yards. 3rd and 9. Now we have to throw the ball. Let's go to this double post. That's what I was thinking about running before. What's Alshon running here? Oh. I don't know about this one. Alright, let's see what we can do. No turnovers, though. Eat the sack if you have to. Jump? Nope. Boom. X! Alshon! Oh, he fucking dropped it. Oh, you gotta make that catch. You're getting paid, what is it, $11 million to make that catch. We'll take the field goal. Ah, let's go fumble! And recovered by your Philadelphia Eagles. And that will end it. C.J. Anderson got fucking rocked. Who brought that in? Like a goddamn bullet shot out of a Magnum. Simeon throws the check down. And it's Nate Jerry. Nate Jerry, the rookie, who's probably playing his last game or so until Michael Kendricks come back. Look at that. Boom! He fucking rocks him. Jalen Mills recovers the fumble. Let's close this game out. Let's go. And there we go, fellas. Your Philadelphia Eagles are able to survive the 3-4 Broncos, who are much better than what their record leads you to believe. 30-24 in front of the home fans at Lincoln Financial Field. I'm ecstatic that I think we have found, with a very, very minimal tweaking still left to come, some good all-pro sliders that doesn't make me want to be on suicide watch. Tremendous, tremendous game. Very well balanced for the most part. Let's take a look here at the box score. We'll look between both teams here just because, I mean, okay, the QB ratings are real high. Simeon I mean, it does, you know, kind of highlight your weaknesses. Our weaknesses are secondary, so they should be able to exploit it. Maybe not that good, but, you know, no, actually, let's just not look at the Broncos. Wentz, 300 yards on the day, 2 touchdowns, and a really bad interception, which was all on me. Running the ball, much better, man. Look at that. We got 86 rushing yards for Darren Sproles, 53 for Wentz, and a touchdown for LeGarrette Blount. In terms of receiving, 5 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown for Zach Ertz. Hollins had 46 yards. Alshon, 65 yards. Torrey Smith, 55 yards. Aguilar had a touchdown, so you might as well throw realism out the damn window. In terms of defense, Jordan Hicks led the team with 9 total tackles. We had 2 sacks, 1 for Fletcher Cox, 1 for Brandon Graham, and unfortunately no interceptions on the day. But feeling really good with these Sliders, boys. So we're going to pop out of this, look at the other scores from around the league, players of the week, and wrap up here episode 9. Alright, so here we are. It is the bye week. We're going to do a bunch of stuff here. A little bit of a longer episode. So we're going to start first and foremost. We have a big decision right now with Michael Kendricks to let him play through his injury or not. What we're going to do is we're going to keep Nate Jerry in. Nate Jerry has done a very serviceable job, like I said. Look at that. 24 total tackles, 2 sacks since he's come in replacement for Michael Kendricks. High chance of re-injury, especially with, groin, legs, hamstrings, anything with Kendricks. At least that's somewhat realistic. So what we're going to do is keep Nate Jerry in for at least 1 more week. I assume that will be enough cover. What we did know and, kind of worried about from that Broncos game was the injury to Brandon Brooks. He had broken ribs, I believe it was. And as we can see here, 3 weeks. He's going to be out for 3 more weeks. Lucky enough, one of those weeks gets eaten up by the bye, so it doesn't sting as much as it potentially could. We will look now at the league schedule and how things played out here in week number 9. Anything surprising? Atlanta bouncing back. They've been up and down the entire season, going up 28-7 over the Carolina Panthers. We have the Colts beating the Texans here. The Giants beating the Rams. That sucks anytime an NFC East team wins, Seattle bodying the Redskins. Thank you very much. We have the Chiefs lasting the Dallas Cowboys 38-35. I always like to see that. You have the Dolphins upsetting the Raiders here 27-22. And you have the Detroit Lions at Lambeau beating the Green Bay Packers 40-31. So, I'm not going to lie. Some pretty goddamn surprising scorelines right there, ladies and gentlemen. But the only important scoreline is the damn record of the Philadelphia Eagles, as we are sitting at a very nice 7-2 at this point. Looking at the players of the week from week number 9, NFC Offensive Player of the Week with the Drew Brees, 427 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, he had 2 picks. Come on. And for defense went to Varro Bowman, who had 13 tackles and 3 sacks. Old man still get it. AFC Offense went to Andy Dalton. I think that's back-to-back weeks for Mr. Dalton. 288 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. The defensive player went to Cam Wake, who had 11 tackles and 1 sack on the play. Now looking at where our Philadelphia Eagles are at, realistically, the halfway point, or as close to as we can get it. Carson Wentz sitting at 2,200 passing yards right now, 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. So the yards are looking pretty good. No Philadelphia Eagle quarterback in history has thrown for 4,000 passing yards, and that is a goal I would like to hit here with Mr. Wentz. The 35 sacks kind of stings. Definitely would be nice if we can get that cut down a little bit. And Foles has 2 touchdowns, no picks in his relief duty. 69 yards because he likes to fuck. Looking at running, we got 582 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns for Darren Sproles. 300 rushing yards, 6 TDs for LeGarrette Blount. 300 rushing yards already with Wentz and a rushing touchdown. We probably should try our best to dial that down a little bit because we don't want Wentz getting hurt. Also, the 6 fumbles from Darren Sproles have not been great. I'm thinking, you know what? I think I might make the move to make LeGarrette Blount our starter. 6 fumbles is pretty goddamn unacceptable if you ask me. In terms of receiving, 39 catches, 500 yards, and 7 TDs for the rookie Mac Hollins. Might be a prime candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Ertz, 38 catches, 500 yards, 5 TDs. Torrey Smith, 300 yards and a touchdown. Alshon, 543 and 7. So, the receptions aren't looking that great. Probably might have to throw the ball a little bit more to catch up and make those look a little bit more realistic with receptions. But, they're looking all right there. In terms of offensive line, we got Brandon Brooks gave up. All of our starters are giving up sacks. Lane giving up 9. Peters giving up 5. I mean, you know what happens in Madden, man. They give up a bunch of sacks to the tackles. Plus, we've been tinkering with the sliders. We've been playing all Madden, so it's kind of hard to judge, really, the play of our offensive line. Looking at defense, Jordan Hicks with 68 tackles, 1 tackle away from just humping all night long. Jenkins with 54. On the sacks front, we got 12.5 sacks for Brandon Graham, 8 sacks for Jordan Hicks, 7 for Timmy Jernigan, 6 for Michael Kendricks, and he's missed like 3 games with injury. 6 for the rookie Derek Barnett, 4.5 for Fletcher Cox. For the interceptions, definitely the only low point. We definitely could Make a couple more plays on the ball in the secondary. We got 2 picks for Jordan Hicks, 1 for Darby, and 1 for Sidney Jones. Kicking the ball, pretty good for Sturgis, 83% with a long of 55, and pretty much the reason why that's so low. I've missed 1 or 2, and the rest have been blocked. You know what it is, man. I mean, I guess returning, we haven't had anything. I think we had 1 return for a touchdown with Shelton Gibson. That's pretty much it. And we're not showing no love to the punter. Fuck the punter. So looking at the rest of the league, just some of the top statistical guys. Aaron Rodgers leads the league with 2,900 passing yards, pretty much head and shoulders the #1 there. For passing touchdowns, Russell Wilson has 24, and then we got a big old tie between Tannehill, Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco, Dak Prescott, and Aaron Rodgers for second spot with 22. For interceptions, oh, I don't want to see. Deshaun Watson has 21 picks right now. For the Texans, they probably should have maybe switched up to Savage God. Where's Wentz? Oh, Wentz is pretty high up on that list. Moving to running. Whoa, beast mode, leading the league right now in rushing yards with 810 rushing yards. Rawls, Murray, David Johnson, and Giovanni Bernard. Another year of Giovanni Bernard absolutely dominating in franchise mode for the top 5 rushers. For rushing yards, looking at TDs, Charles Sims with 11, Rashard with 11, Dion Lewis with 10, Banyard with 8, Bernard here with 8. I mean, again, it's one of those things in the same shit from last year. Backup running backs just get way too many touchdowns. Looking at receiving yards, Antonio Brown leads the league with 62 receptions. Probably leads the league with yards, 1,057 yards, so head and shoulders the best. Dez, Jordy, Victor Cruz, kind of surprising there, and Devontae Adams rounding up the top 5. Looking at touchdowns, we got 9 for Dez, 9 for Marquez Wilson. Okay, 8 for Victor Cruz, 7 for the rookie Corey Davis, so I'm going to say probably Corey Davis. Well, look at that, Mac Hollins! Shout out to Mac Hollins with that. Both our guys right there doing work, at least in the touchdown department, which is nice to see. Looking at defense, Navarro Bowman's leading the league with 89 total tackles. Jared Davis from the University of Florida has 81. Looking at sacks, we got 12.5. Brandon Graham leading the league. You goddamn right. 8.5 Henry Anderson, 8.5 Aaron Donald, 8 for Justin Houston, 8 for Jordan Hicks. Let's go, Jordan Hicks, top 5. We're getting pressure on the QB all damn day. For picks, we got, holy shit. At the halfway point, Sean Smith already has 7 interceptions for the Raiders, 5 for AJ Boye, 5 for the ageless wonder Terrence Newman. We got 4 for Sherman, Clinton Dix, Byron Maxwell, Demario Davis, Eric Berry, Bernardrick McKinney, and Marcus Peters. So that's pretty much all I want to go through right now for the stats, and that'll be everything up here for the episode 9 of the Philadelphia Eagles Connected Franchise Mode. So thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Now with the improved sliders, I think my enjoyment, my enthusiasm has been back. The day I gained my smile back. That'll do it for me here today, guys. Until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.